Hazards are a reality on any worksite and must be controlled. Two types of documents, often found in your safety manual, work as administrative controls to help mitigate hazards. These documents are called Safe Work Practices and Safe Job Procedures. Both documents may be created by managers, supervisors and workers, or people familiar with the task. Although the documents seem similar, they do have some differences. Think of a safe work practice as overall expectations or precautions to consider before carrying out any task. A safe job procedure, on the other hand, lays out what steps you take to safely perform a specific job or task. Safe work practices are vital when it comes to the day-to-day operations at any worksite or facility. Even the most routine tasks could have severe consequences if not performed safely and properly. A safe work practice is a set of guidelines or do's and don'ts that outline how to perform a specific task or job and summarize any required worker responsibilities and resources. These practices are developed to ensure there is minimal risk to people, equipment, materials, and the environment. This information is then made available to all of the workforce. Generally speaking, references to safe work practices are made during orientations or safety meetings, whereas safe job procedures are often used for new workers who will be performing a high-hazard task. They are also used to assess worker competence. As an example of both safe work practices and safe job procedures, we can look at a common activity on a worksite: refueling vehicles. A safe work practice for refueling vehicles includes materials and tools required and the do's and don'ts of that activity. Any cell phones or other electronic handheld devices should be powered off. Confirm that a pre-shift inspection of all the fueling equipment has been performed. All tools and equipment should be inspected before starting work. If they are found to be in disrepair or have a deficiency of any sort, they should be taken out of service and tagged or locked out. Stretching, bending, reaching, or lifting are some common actions you may have to do during your workday. Always be aware of ergonomic hazards and use proper body positioning and lifting techniques while performing your duties. Extra caution should be taken when refueling to avoid any spillage on the equipment or on the ground. Any spills that do occur should be reported to management. The safe job procedure for fueling equipment would then list the step-by-step process to successfully and safely complete that activity. The first step is to park the equipment parallel to the fuel tank. The equipment must be turned off, and no one should remain inside the vehicle while it's refueling. With the vehicle securely in place, attach the ground cable if applicable. Remove the gas cap. At this point, the pump can be turned on, and you can start refueling. Never leave the vehicle while refueling. Once fueling has been completed, shut off the pump and remove the nozzle from the fuel tank. Allow the excess fuel to drain back into the hose. Hold the nozzle upright when returning it back to its holder. Remove the ground cable. Your final steps will be to put the cap back on the fuel tank. Return all tools and equipment and clean up the work area. Do a walk around the equipment to ensure tools are picked up and that no spills have occurred. Safe work practice and safe job procedure documents should be kept in a location that is central to where the work is being performed, and they should be easily accessible. Practices and procedures should be reviewed annually when an incident occurs, when there is a change in the task performed or the work process, and when there is a change in legislation.